A while.
The building. Okay, just like I showed you on the slides. This model has a board attached to the interior side, and in this case we don't have a, as you see, drywall. This is a magnesium oxide board, and magnesium oxide board is supported on the back with the nylon mesh, so it's very robust and it's breathable. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is that a European product or is that available in the U.S.?
It's now available in U.S. Yeah. So if we attach this board just the way it is in here, we don't need as much forms as you see, because this is a permanent shuttering. Okay, and the breathable board, as you see later, once we put the wet product in here, it's gonna get wet, so the moisture transfers through this board, and that helps to dry the hempcrete. Ned is preparing our mix. Okay. I'm kidding. Okay, so let's put it in. Okay, let's put it in.
Okay, now let me take that up. You said this was to the outside.
This is This is inside of the house.
This is inside. This is the outside.
This is the outside
wall.
of the house.
Okay, this is the inside. Okay.
So
This you wouldn't have to do anything more. You would use it both as a
form and as an interior finish.
As an interior finish.
As an interior finish. Okay, we just about right. Okay, now I'll show you. Right. So this is a very sophisticated part of the installation. You know, you have to be very skilled. You need to know how to hold your 2x4s, right? So I spread this up a little bit around so I can have it evenly. And what do I do now? Okay.
If you took a thermal imaging photo, would it show heat loss because the exterior structure is so close? No, it would be on that side. No. So the thermal imaging, you wouldn't have any leakage?
You will see the thermal images of hempcrete walls. I'll have more slides to demonstrate how well it performs.
So how much water goes in the meat?
1 part water, 1 part binder, 4 parts shiv by volume.
Burner there.
Wet the material. The goal is only to get the material to adhere to itself and be coated.
Okay. Okay, let's do some tamping. Let's put some more material in here. We want a little bit higher on this end.
Did you ship all of this Tradifall hempcrete here? And was there a big cost to do that?
Yeah, shipping is quite expensive because these materials are brought in from England. Our cost of shipping doubles the cost of the material.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why we are looking for suppliers in a close range.
Like Canada.
Like Canada, yeah.
And what are you doing in Wisconsin?
That will be the insulation factory.
Oh, just the installation
Just
part.
the insulation factory, yeah.
So this is a perfectly legal product in Vermont now?
To use it.
To use it, not to grow it.
Not to grow it.
Right.
It's legal anywhere in the United States, I presume.
To use it.
Anywhere in, you can
just can't grow it.
you can bring bales of straw and you can process it in here, but expense of transportation will be huge because it's a very light material and occupies a lot of space.
So we can have it, we can import it, we can process it, we can use it.
And
We just can't.
and we will grow it. We've got to move that. We will grow
You
it.
know, why can't we take, could somebody, maybe you, Emily,
Yep.
take a bag and send it to the governor? I'm still worried about it depressing after a period of time.
Well, we'll let you. How about if we let you stand on it?
No, I want to know what happens in 5, 10 years down the road. How long have you had a house like this?
Actual brickwork.
Nothing is gonna happen.
Yeah, they
No?
make bricks staying. Yeah. Albeit a very primitive one. Right. Yeah, it's probably doing it like we're doing it
I'm
here.
standing on one.
But
Look
you
at
know,
me.
if you could find a use for it.
I'm standing on it.
So
you can make them
just
up.
this amount of compression
Yep.
is the equivalent to
That's what it is.
These
This
would not
block
be
is
structural.
basically made in the same way.
He'll talk
But did
about
that
a little later.
condense at all? What you're standing on?
Yeah,
Over
we-
the years?
no,
I'm
no.
talking over the years.
No.
No?
It always retains its shape. See, I'm showing the most simplest way of installing the product, but there will be a moment of truth now for the skeptics. We're gonna ask Tom to remove the forms.
If you were doing a construction project, would you just want to take it right off like that, or would you want to let it sit for a while or whatever?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, he's gonna join it off in a second. I'll explain how it goes. Yeah.
If I'm connected to somebody who's working on that, I can connect you with them. Actually, I
Because if that's the case, I can see the benefit. You're using a lot less materials for your home.
Exactly.
down in North Carolina.
Here you go.
Somebody did a good job tamping.
Right, remove the forms right away. And the answer is yes. And actually, it's recommended to remove forms as soon as you do a first layer, okay? It's usually layer is about 2 feet.
I see.
We will normally put once we finish with this layer, we'll add another piece of form and we start placing the more material here. Once we reach the top of this form, we can take this one off and that one stays in place. We can take one off from here and put on the top. And this is how we rotate our forms. That way we don't have to use that much forming material.
Do you have to protect it if it rains?
Now in this stage we have to protect when it's raining because it's very unstable. Obviously it retains its shape and nothing is going to change as far as the shape. Water will evaporate, okay, and the shape is going to stay. But it's very, unstable. You can basically, if you touch it. So you have to protect from rain and you have to protect from impacts.
For how long?
We'll base like today weather like we have now, probably 2 weeks will be enough. And after 2 weeks, it's gonna look like this. And then it's ready to be finished. Okay, we can finish this on the outside. We don't need to finish this on the inside, except that this board needs to be painted, and we taped and painted, and we need to, where we have screws, we'll put a little bit of a plaster. Right.
Would you recommend doing 12-inch on center framing, or can you expand that to use less studs and go 24-inch?
All depends. Always the answer is starting from all depends. If I design my house with the interior 2x4, I can use the electric boxes. They are very it's only 2 inches, right, in depth. If I use this kind of framing, my electric boxes will have to have some kind of extension, right? Now, if I design my house with this board, I don't have to use all the forms that I will need otherwise on all 4 sides. If I design to have a board, I can start finishing my house as this material dries, okay, so I can speed up the building process. I can attach my cabinets to this 2x4 with short screws versus long screws, and on, okay. Thermally, it will perform the same. Strength-wise, I think this gives me more strength because my framing of the house is sort of encapsulated completely, and it becomes stronger, okay, because it doesn't bend. So you can put more load on your walls. And now when we build buildings in Europe, we don't space 2x4s every 16 inches, we space them every 20 to 24 inches. So we save lumber, okay?
So if you wanted to have a traditional siding, what do you suggest?
Yes, good question again. We have nothing but questions. We have, if we have a siding, we will have a, we call it a double frame, okay? So it will be another piece of framing on the outside, doesn't have to be as heavy. And we will, once we strip off the forms, we will see a frame here. We will add a piece of flooring, 2 by 1/2 inch, and we'll maintain about 1/2 inch of space, and we nail our siding to the flooring strips. Again, breathability is very important, okay? We need to maintain.
You like the drain plane, the 1/2 inch airspace.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And the same thing with brick, okay?
Yes.
If we want to attach brick,
Yeah.
then we have these flooring strips that we can attach the wall ties, and we can bed it our brick on the outside, maintaining a little gap. We can do same with the stone. So when you design, you know, whatever, you know, you dream about what kind of house I'm going to build. Okay, I want to have a stone house, and I'm going to show you pictures of a stone house that you will never believe it's made with this material. Because it looks like any stone house, any brick house, yeah, any siding house, yeah. Or you can have a metal finish with the metal cladding.
This acts as a thermal wall. There's no insulation needed
No.
beyond this. And this is the recommended thickness of the wall?
We recommend, in order to have a full benefit of the material, 12 inch is a good size. You know, buildings were built with 12-inch walls, and they still built with 12-inch walls. It's not exaggerated thickness. If you want to have an extra performance as far as, you know, insulation, we can increase to 16 inches. We built a house, which I'm going to show you later, in Asheville, North Carolina, which is first passive house built in the world using tropical hempcrete. Walls are 16-inch thick, and our value is 40. Okay. And it's easy to meet the passive house standards because you see, you have a one solid unit. Okay, if you seal off all the connections at your windows and doors, you can do a test, and there's no problem that you won't pass it.
How do you frame out your window? Just regular framing that you
Yes, what we have, right, we will have a 2x4 right here, which will be embedded, and then we use this 2x4 to nail our windows and with a door frame.
We have many sample wall section details for architects.
And other question, do you apply stucco to the outside? Would that be a...
You ask for it, I'll show you how to do it. Assistant, I need you to mix some stucco for me.
I've got to finish this and dump it, and we're good to go.
Are you artistic?
Artistic,
Not artistic.
Maybe a little both.
No. I have a fantastic idea for you artists and designers. If you want to show this material, okay, inside not the outside. Every time we mix, we add a little bit of iron oxide pigment. And as we temp it, we develop nice color ranges, just like a color sense in a bottle. You will have this
effect.
yeah, you will have this beautiful effect, and it will be unique. Never can be replicated. Never duplicated, right? And so, just an idea, right?
But it's fine if it's not. It's not that we want to pound it so you don't see the edge. Or do
No. Even
you know
if,
what I'm saying?
even if we have this kind of gaps, it's good for lime to grip.
Oh.
Yeah.
For like the outside.
Yeah, for the outside. Yeah, for stucco.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead. I'm gonna prepare some, and also we have those little guys here. We're gonna put some material in here. These are great. This is the desktop sort of size. Yeah.
One bag of shiv, or one bale of shiv, and 1.5 bags of binder.
Holy shit.
Holy shiv.
That's about our
So
I
by
think you just coined it.
Right. There you go. And you will remove the. You will remove it, right? Okay. Okay. And you put your plumbing, you put your electrical, right? And you take some material and you cover it. Done. You use circular saw. It goes much faster than playing with the 2x4s attaching to the 2x4s. You can draw lines, zoom, boom, boom. Take a circular saw, zoom, zoom. You put your piping in and cover it done.
2x4 buckling.
That's how it was done for hundreds and thousands of years.
Sort of the same idea as the Adobe houses.
It is same idea. Yep. And
So that's how Adobe clay. Do they use any kind of straw in Adobe?
yes,
There is
they
straw.
they use grass, they use straw, they use hemp fiber, they use hemp shifts. Yeah.
Oh, so they've already been doing
I
it.
mean, all over the world. We're not talking just New Mexico. We're talking about Adobe in Egypt, Adobe in whatever, Africa. Yeah.
I could see this making insulated concrete forms completely obsolete very quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Well, except for the
maybe take 'em out.
foundation.
Yeah, except for the foundation.
Except for the foundation.
But above ground, I don't see a need to ever use an insulated concrete form. This is so much easier.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And,
is there any Portland cement in here?
no, it's a natural cement. A natural cement is basically hydraulic lime with high compressive strength. It comes.
Can this withstand rain?
Yes, sir. You can take these and put on the outside, and I come back in 5 years, and it's gonna look the same.
No, I was
Oh,
talking
sorry.
about This.
This also same. Yeah.
I mean, that's less durable than that,
Yeah.
or at least compressive strength.
Yeah. This is more harder. This is much harder, much denser. So this will be more durable than this.
Oh, this is the stucco.
This is the stucco. So yesterday.
Sorry again.
Okay, are we ready yet? For next? Okay, because I want to.
What can you say about the stucco?
I will do that in a second. Yeah.
Can we also make it round?
For those that they have missed. But if you put 3 coats of lime wash, and we recommend minimum 3 coats, it lasts about 50 years. If you put 8 coats in England, in Scotland, when we do work in Ireland, we put when we work on old castles, right? we put at least 8 coats of lime wash, because scaffolding is expensive, and you know, old buildings were not designed to be scaffolded, you know. So once we put a scaffold on a building, we want to make sure that our lime wash is going to last for 100 years. Right. So and it protects, because the migration of these particles into the surface. And like with hempcrete, everything is used, even the water that comes up to the surface of our lime pit is used, because it's very rich in calcium.
One additional question.
Yes.
If you had the same number of people on a construction crew doing a traditional stick-built house versus this method, how much time would one take versus the other, would you say? The same square footage, everything equal except using this method?
We can build much faster than you build conventionally, and you use less skill.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you need few trades in here. Okay, you need a carpenter.
Yeah.
The same carpenter can install it, and you need the plaster person to finish it.
So actually, a family could have it framed and then do the rest.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And we can teach you how to do it. I mean, we'll be happy to come to your site and work with you people. I'm going to show you some slides when I work with all kinds of groups, including children. Yeah. So yesterday I put some of the stucco on, and it's kind of hard, but because I'm working with lime, I'm going to revive it, I think. We'll see. So I'll take this spongy cloth and put it in the water, and see what happens. Okay. Nice and wet. I have this kind of rubbing tool to smooth out my surface. Okay, nice and wet again.
And we could add pigment to this.
You can add pigment to it, or we can provide you one with the color to be more stable. Okay, if the color is embedded. So if I keep doing it, I eventually, you see, it's turning to basically a workable material again. Can we turn this around, Matt?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to go right around?
Yeah. We need to lift it up a little bit. Okay. So, in this bucket I have mixed this material. Anybody speaks German? Lichtput? It's like used or designed for endbound and inbound.
Outside and inside.
There you go. Everybody speaks German now, huh? Spritzput. So I have mixed this together, and as you look at this mix, besides lime, a little bit of natural cement, and aggregate, we have what? Yeah, this little bubbles. You see that? Like a little styrofoam bubbles. Okay.
That's the lime?
That's
The balls?
no, that's additive to the mix.
Additive. Oh.
Yeah, it's an additive. That increases the thermal performance. Right. So put my
What is the
styrofoam.
It is
Yeah.
styrofoam.
A little bit of styrofoam, yeah.
You use perlite or something like that if you wanted to.
You can definitely use other mixes, but we recommend this because it's proven to work well. So we always start with the wet surface, never a dry surface. Even when we work with this hempcrete walls.
You want to spray
Here,
it?
I can.
The sprayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take care of that easily.
There you go. Thank you very much. And this is a very easy operation too. Oops.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to do that? Yeah. Let me put some more in here. Okay, there you go.
Smear it on.
Yeah, just smear it on. Oh my gosh, I didn't show it like this. No, I didn't show it like this. Use this though, right? Okay, like this. Okay.
Okay.
He wants to speed up the process.
So if we were growing it in Vermont,
Yes.
we wouldn't need that fancy factory that you had to make insulation. Well, how do they, what is the process for just beating it up to get it to the...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you grow locally, you need a local factory.
It's not,
There's
is
a little
it
learning
a lot
curve
of
there.
equipment? It's not that much equipment, is it?
If you want to have a large production like
Yeah.
we have in UK, it's about $20 million. Yeah, you have to separate the fiber.
But then you sell the fibers for more.
Yeah.
Then you do something else with the fiber.
Right, you sell, this was the waste stuff.
Oh.
But
So that's a good question, Mario. If you put the fiber into the wall, you know, just without thinking much about it, it seems like it would strengthen it somehow.
You won't be able to mix the material
You
properly.
You will not. You will be balling as you mixing
okay.
it into lumps, and it's
Okay.
not going to be a same thermal performance. It's not going to be as breathable as this is. I mean, you can take a grass and you can put it into mix, but we spend lots of time on researching what works the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
People are telling us, why can't you use straw? Well, sure we can use straw, but it's not going to work the same.
Yeah.
We want to build a serious buildings in the whole world, okay, using this technology. We want to solve the housing, you know, industry problems. We want to build relief, you know, sort of arrangement houses for hurricane and tornado areas. Because we can prefabricate buildings, and we can bring it to the site and install the building in one day.
Yeah.
That's what we're after. Okay, so oh, beautiful. Hey, I don't have to do anything. Yeah, so this is base coat. Okay, and once it dries, you kind of even out with this. Then you apply a second coat, and you take the sponge, and you sponge it, and it's done. I mean, it's so simple. On the inside, you don't have to apply it heavy. You apply as thin as possible, and you put it thin coating, and you rub it, and you will show all the nice, you know, texture.
It looks like an old plaster wall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I get excited about it when I work with it. I don't know about you, but yeah. It doesn't smell. It doesn't harm you. Okay, you're doing this, and you know that you're doing something good that you're proud of.